All right, so this is day 2 of our writing. At the end of yesterday, I told you that you were to go ahead and draw the picture of the favorite story of Goldilocks that you read. I went ahead and I kind of demonstrated that for you. Yesterday, after I finished drawing my picture, I went back and colored it, and I labeled a few things. I had already labeled Goldilocks, but I thought, I'm going to label this little dot here that's pudding, and then I labeled the bowl. And as I was sitting here thinking about the lesson for today, I was like, I could label one more thing. And that's this big circle thing that the bowls are sitting on. And that's called a table. So not every boy and girl is going to have their mom or dad there to help them spell the words. But we know a lot about letters and sounds, so we can do this on our own. So I'm going to draw my arrow. And then above it, I'm going to write table. So help me write table. Say the word table and then try to tap it out. Table. T-A-B-L. I hear 4 sounds in table. What's that first sound, that T sound? T. That's right. So I'm going to write T. What's the next sound? T-A. T-A. That's right. That's A saying its strong, long name. T-A-B. B. What letter says B? That's right, it's B. Now remember, B's start at the skyline and go down to the grass line, trace up, and curve around to the grass line. Tabe. T-A-B-L. Now, like I said, not every one of us has a mommy or daddy there to help us spell, so we're just going to do our best job. What letter says ul? That's right. That's an L. And for our writing today, would be just fine. So now it's time for us to write our first sentence. And remember, when we write, we have to have capitals at the beginning of our sentences, spaces between our words, and we need to make sure we end with punctuation. So on my lines that I made yesterday, I remember I don't start all the way at the top. I'm going to start here. This is going to be the skyline, the plain line, and then the grass line. So I'm going to write which story I liked. And I liked Goldilocks and the 3 dinosaurs. So capital I. And make sure you pay attention to where I start my letters, because I'm trying to make them the way that I've showed you in class. I like. How do you spell like, everybody? L-I-K-E. That's right. I like. And I'm starting, look how I start that E. They're in between the plain and the grass line. I like the. How do you spell the? T-H-E. Watch where I start my T's. The. Story. Oh, story. That's a tricky one. Can you guys help me tap out story? S, T, or E. Now, there's some new sounds in here. And parents, if they're writing on their own, it's okay if they make a mistake as long as they are hearing the sounds. I know that story ends with a Y, but if I'm a student writing on my own, I may spell story this way. Tap it out again. S, T, or. That's a tricky one, boys and girls. I haven't taught you that letter pair yet. That is O-R. But if you ended up with just an R, that would have been okay for sounding it out. St, or, E. Now, I'm going to write the letter E because I know E makes that sound. But guess what? If your mommy or your daddy there, after they read it, they say, guess what? There's a special sound that Y makes. Y can say E at the end of the word. This is why we write with a pencil. So we can go back and erase. I can put a Y at the end. And see how my Y slides below? I like the story. There's not enough room for Goldilocks. But you know what I did? I pulled up the slide that had Goldilocks and the 3 dinosaurs so I can look at it and write it. And Goldilocks is a name. So I'm going to write capital G, G, Old locks. Space. And D was a plain line letter. Did you see that? The, how do you spell the? T-H-E. Now, being that Goldilocks and the Three Dinosaurs is the name of a book, they capitalized the T in three and the D in dinosaurs. So it's a name of a book. It's a proper noun. The Three space dinosaurs. Dinosaurs was always a hard word for me growing up. Takes a lot of practice. Am I done, everybody? Does that look like a good writing? Oh, wait, I forgot something? What did I forget? That's right, my punctuation mark. This is a telling sentence, so it ends with a period right there. That's enough for today. Tomorrow we'll add in our second sentence and maybe a third, and I hope that you'll be able to share those with me on Friday's Google Hangout at noon. You have a wonderful day, and I will talk to you soon.